Whoa, whoa. Yo, 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 yo. Skakel in the house. Old school Imac stream, baby. So, hope you guys are doing well. Of course, I just am curious to see how this goes, how it sounds. It's been a minute since I've been on the iMac. Earl Skakel in the house. We're not messing around anymore. Oh, thank you, Jenna. Thank you. Every now and then I like to reward you guys with a old school. Yes, this is live. This does look good, baby. Let's put it up here. We got good Wi-Fi. So, well, I'm trying, baby. I'm trying. We got a lot of people in here for an iMac stream. Usually, they don't do very well, but here we are in the house. Let's get it bigger and bigger, and we're just a happy-go-lucky stream. I don't know who Nancy. I don't know who that is, Sasha. So, how's it sound? How's it sound? 1, 2, 3. Um, so I'm out of the loop though. So, okay, Earl sign is looking good. Looking good. See, I guess it's my phone. Okay, good sound. The Wi-Fi looks pretty good. I mean, it's the best I can do. I don't know who that is, so it doesn't really mean a lot to me. Um, oh, good for you, Foreign Kate. Interesting. Very yo 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 yo. Lois is in the house. Lois is in the building. Earl Skakel back from his 24-hour timeout. In the Nancy Benoit. Well, Mr. Stu Dub's not fucking around. Oh, really? An illegal, a wild ethnic, as they say, in certain parts of the streaming world. Oh, interesting. Interesting. I mean, I love the iMac streams too, but unfortunately, YouTube doesn't really promote them. They definitely promote the phone streams better. And about usually 20 minutes into the iMac streams, I start having technical difficulties. So hopefully that doesn't happen. Who knows? We might get a Yonder Wizard bump. Yeah, I mean, listen, I am trying anything I can do to get ratings. Obviously, I think I hit a nice run with the ICE protest, but maybe I start doing, obviously I want to be known as a stand-up. But I also have to figure out a way to get people in here. I don't want to say unfortunately, but that's just the way it is. So now Lois has been quiet for 3 fucking hours. Now she's coughing up like, Bob Levy smoking his 4th pack. By the way, it was good to be on MLC with Bob. I haven't seen Bob in a minute, so that was nice to see him. Yeah, I mean, I'm trying anything I can to just get more eyes in here. And the good thing about these iMac streams is that I don't get any trolls. So I think the vertical phone streams, absolutely. Yeah, I don't know why. It's definitely something on my phone that is wrong, the mirrored effect. But I have that turned off. So, I mean, I much prefer this. You can see more. You can see all my dolls and shit right there. So hopefully, Yeah, I don't know why, my stream was glitching early. I had Prime Wi-Fi, so it's one of those things where I just have to go with how it's going, and sometimes there's gonna be, glitches, and, I'm just unfortunately in an area where there's bad Wi-Fi. Yeah, I mean, this is a $1 million condo, baby, but, my hope is that one point, whether it be in this house or my next house, to have a wall behind me so I could put up, like, my Jack Lambert picture that's right there out of camera shot, and, the picture that was in my parents' Bel Air house, which is it's not a Leroy Neiman painting, but it's very close to it. What up, Spurg Snake in the house? It's probably the most expensive thing I have in my house because although it's not a Leroy Neiman painting, it is a pretty similar. So, welcome aboard. We got some cool people in the stream. Every now and then. Yes. Oh, yes. That was the villain T-shirt that Roddy Piper gave me. So, that's, I believe, the first picture I ever took with my name in front of the wall of the world famous comedy store. Thank you very much to Adam Egget. Yeah, I mean, I definitely want to have a better background than my kitchen, but right now this is the background I'm going to have, and hopefully, because I know that obviously the background are important. If you're strolling on YouTube, um, or scrolling, not strolling, you kind of, hey, this guy looks interesting. So, we'll see what happens. And yes, live from Pound Town. That would be upstairs, if you know what I'm saying. Yeah, I love Roddy Piper. He was the fucking best. Well, I mean, it is my kitchen in the background, but the Earl sign does give it a bit of panache. There's a Roddy Piper doll right there. And even got a Brother Love doll right there. A Lemmy from the Punk Rock Museum, a Patrick Line doll, and my Effie, the but he's a badass wrestler. He's in G mainly, but he's independent, so he pretty much goes around wherever. I mean, it's a real background. I'm not good with special effects and stuff like that, so that's just something that you know. Yeah, I mean, Roddy was the best. Spur, you would have loved him. Oh, is it buffering already? I mean, my Wi-Fi is as good as it can be. The classic Earlverse POV, complete with lower resolution and buffering. Nice to see it. Roddy was awesome. So we'll do a half-hour stream on this. I thought we would see ice raids. Oh shit. 7 um 7 minus X5X, $5. Hi, Earl. Yeah, I mean, I like to have the old school Earl stream, low resolution, good sound but low resolution. So I don't know why the IMAX streams struggle. I mean, right now I'm on the best Wi-Fi I can be on. So thank you very much for the money, honey. So we'll just do like a half-hour stream, and then yeah, that's They Live with Keith David and it's the Comedy Soldiers. This is an old school stream. This is like when Jim Rome was doing Saturday night graveyard shift radio for the University of Santa Barbara. Uh, I hosted the Roddy Piper Memorial at the Comedy Store. Ric Flair, I was on his roast. Why the IMAX stream? I don't know. I was just in a good mood. I've already streamed twice today. So, how's hockey going? We don't play till February 24th. Yeah, I don't know what it would be on the iMac in terms of a problem with the iMac. That's a good point, Dr. Nova. I mean, my iMac or yeah, my iMac. I'm at Earl's iPhone. It's got 4 of the 5 bars lit, so I'm not sure. I am a real one, that's for sure. I don't think it's interesting enough for people to stream my hockey. Why the iMac stream? I don't know. I love the way it looks. I mean, hopefully one day when I'm in another condo or small home, I will have much better Wi-Fi, and I will probably go exclusively with the iMac stream. Um, did you ever have to use your hockey stick against the crazy Newport? I was ready. I was literally standing right here, right in that doorway, because he was never going to get into my door. My door's too heavy. It's like a palace door. It's so fucking heavy. But I thought if he gets in, he's gonna try and go through the window, and he's gonna stick his head through that window, and I'm gonna butt into him with my Arthur's Kaliev um, stick, and he ain't gonna want to have the rest of his body get into that window. Um, did you see Burtis wearing leather pants now too? I mean, I can't say that I've trademarked leather pants. Um, no, I was not on the Epstein list. But it's a little fishy. But like I said, no, this stick, Arthur's Kaliev stick, it's a stick from his time on the LA Kings. It's the CCM graphite stick. This thing could kill someone. Um, about me being not on the Epstein list. I mean, I do joke about it on stage. I'm like, fuck, I just wish I could get on the Epstein list. That's how uncool I am. I don't know who Woody Johnson is. I know they said Seinfeld was on it. I saw that earlier, so I'm not sure um, if that's true or not, or just speculation. Who knows? Um, so I like to sometimes write jokes on stage. Like I'll have a subject, and if I've got the crowd in the palm of my hands at the Comedy Store specifically, I'll just riff on a new joke and see if something's there. Oh, Woody Johnson, the owner of the Jets. Okay, I did not know that. I knew the name sounded familiar, but I feel like Johnny Carson. I did not know that. I mean, there's no way Jerry Seinfeld was the only comic on that list. I mean, I could speculate on who else, but anyway, they did try and recruit me several times. Um, that would be funny to have Joe Rogan on my podcast, but to be honest with you, Joe's podcast gets slightly better numbers than mine, so I would like to be on his podcast. I mean, I'm not saying it would make me famous or whatever, but we have 15 people in here, and if I did Rogan's podcast, my next stream would have 1,500 people in here. It's just goes. Um, yeah, I mean, listen, there's all kinds of things I could stream on here. Um, I don't want to snipe any other comics, but I thought I'd really hit my peak with um, the covering the ICE protests, but someone reported me for something, so because it gets very heated in those streams. Can you imagine me and Joe? Hey, Joe, Joe, can we start over? My Wi-Fi is a little wonky. I mean, I'm definitely an underdog. Um, I'm definitely someone who, I think the only reason people respect me at this point is, well, he hasn't given up yet. But generally, I do still love doing stand up. I mean, that's a sexual high for me, but obviously, I wish I did it to more people. Um, I mean, I would actually absolutely take my shirt off. I mean, Hulk Hogan for sure. I would guess is on the Epstein list. Was Harvey Weinstein or Harvey Levin on? I mean, he's kind of a creeper. I used to see him at the 24-hour fitness on, Sunset and Ivar. It was just me and him. I do speak the truth, but the truth doesn't really help me, to be honest with you. I've gotten into more trouble than anything else by calling out certain people and certain situations. But, that's how Cat Williams got on Rogan. He was basically like, Joe won't have me on, fuck him, or whatever he said. And sure enough, a week later, he's on Rogan. So I don't know if I'm going to take that tactic, but, I mean, eventually I'll get on Rogan because he'll just run out of fucking people. Um, so, we'll see what happens. I mean, I'd like to think that I have a more interesting story than some of the more recent guests. But, oh, fake Anavar, good for you. The last I saw Harvey was in, I think, a Porsche, convertible Porsche one night. I was at the stoplight on Santa Monica and La Cienega, and he pulled up next to me. I'm like, Harvey! And he just kind of looked at me like, get the fuck out of my face, brother. So, uh, well, no, we don't need anyone to Minecraft themselves. I mean, I'll never stop streaming. I mean, I think I was inspired or whatever you want to say that, the numbers were so good last week that I was like, okay. Um, I'm willing to put in the work now. I mean, last week I had 100,000 views in a 48 hour period. The last 48 hours, this week, 27,000 views. So, obviously 27,000 is more than I would do normally, but I think Joe just a comic pop. Hey, let's have Hassan on. He sees Hassan a lot at the mothership and, in Austin specifically. I'm just probably out of Joe's mind. But, I went to Austin, the last time and I sat in the green room with Joe and he was very nice of me, very nice to me. But, I don't want to, like, if he doesn't want me on the podcast, then fuck it. He doesn't want me on the podcast, because the worst thing you can have is, oh, fuck it, I'll just have Earl on. People keep bugging me about it. And then he goes into the interview, not in the great. All right, Earl, tell us about Roast Battle. Okay, great. Tell us about the Kennedys. I don't want it to be like that because then it's not going to, there's plenty of people who've gone on Joe and it hasn't helped them at all. So, it's just one of those things that has to be organic and, maybe he sees me get on Gutfeld and he likes what I did. Hey, let's have Skakel on. Tony, call Earl. It'll be like that. I'll get on a show that hopefully Joe is watching. I'll do well. And then you take it from there. And, that's just how it works in my world. Earl Skakel live, Monday Night Live, Monday Night Raw, whatever you want to call it. It's 10:33 Los Angeles, California time. Earl, tell us about when you gave it to Bill and Hill. I never gave it to Bill or Hill. Hillary Clinton, not my type. Now, Monica Lewinsky, if I was horny enough. I don't know what you're talking about there, Dr. Nova. I don't know. John Moxley, I don't think I've ever met him. Hey-o, Dr. Nova, you dirty birdie, you son of a bitch. By the way, the new Running Man is already on basic cable. That's not a good sign. It looks horrible, to be honest with you. Sorry, I'm just a humble streamer, guys. Guys, we'll go another 10 minutes. We're just doing a baby 30-minute stream. This is like a reward for you guys being Earl soldiers. For the 13 of you in here, you guys are the real deal. And then tomorrow we'll stream on the phone and get the trolls in here full force, baby. Black or white, what? I'm not sure what you are talking about. Yeah, start rumors. I don't care. If I couldn't get on Rogan or Gutfeld, what's The next best show, I mean, maybe a late night talk show, The Tonight Show, Jimmy Fallon, or 7 for Earl being the real deal, Canada, $5. Thank you very much. Now I can't show you the ray gun, but you can hear it. It's not quite the same, but still very good. Thank you very much. Get that Canadian money, honey. We have a lot of Canadians in the house. Trying to think what show. Then it would be like other podcasts, like um, Bobby Lee's podcast. Maybe Theo's podcast would be great because I know Theo, but he probably doesn't want to help me. So I try and be a good man. The ray gun is banned because of this is what happens when YouTube doesn't really tell you what you did wrong. So you kind of have to speculate. Um, you know, I don't know what I did wrong to get banned for 24. It couldn't have been that bad because it was only for 24 hours. But, I'm going to guess it had something to do with someone saying, hey, he's flashing they leave out the Ray part and just say the other part on his stream. And, that's the problem is that, I think a lot of YouTube's security is bots, are AI. So, I think if a human were, and I understand you can't have everyone look at every stream, that would be crazy. But, a human would go, okay, this is not, a 44 Magnum or whatever. So, yes, Bobby Lee is the real deal. I mean, I wouldn't think it would be. Yeah, I mean, I could stream on Kick. I could stream on Rumble. I would kill it on the Bad Friends podcast. Well, I don't know much about Shmuel Buckman, so when he says it ended his marriage, I have no idea. Like, I'm gonna guess it wasn't 9/11 that ended his marriage, but I don't know. It is a staple, that's for sure. NPR, I doubt that. 100%. It's a love gun, love gun. I'll be the gambler, baby. You know what I'm saying. So we'll go another 7 minutes, kids. I mean, I know nothing about Shmuel, so I can't comment on the end of his marriage. I mean, I know I was just about to have a girl break up with me around that time. It had nothing to do with 9/11. 7, I'm just going to call you 7. Follow me on IG and really all social media. Here, just and then I post my shows mainly on Instagram. Now, I'll talk about my shows on my streams, leading up to them. But listen, I don't mind. I don't mind trolls. As long as the trolls are cool and trying to be funny, and you give me a little bit of of a T to set something up for me, or I give you a T, I don't do it. So, all right, well, I'm on Twitter and Facebook as well. It's the trolls who just come in here and say, you suck. It's like, I have nothing to say to that. I'm not going to sit here and, plead for a stranger to think I'm funny. Oh, thank you. Thank you. No, I don't know what you want me to say, 7. Like, if you don't do Instagram, I don't know how you can look at my shows. Every now and then I will do a tweet about, hey, I'll be at the Comedy Store tonight, but mainly my main form of advertising or whatever you want to call it for future shows are on Instagram, like where in my profile box, you'll see next show, and then that's where I put it. Thank you, Seven. I try. 5 more minutes, kids. 5 more minutes. Yeah, and obviously you can watch all my comedy shorts, my long form comedy videos on YouTube. Just once again, it is you guys are on my channel right now, so you know what my YouTube page is, but um, I don't have a private Snapchat. You can go on. Oh, why do you say that, Kip? What happened on Melton's stream? So you can, that's my YouTube. I mean, obviously, you guys know my YouTube channel. Um, well, I mean, there was a couple trolls that probably weren't big fans of mine, but you can't live your life scared of trolls. Um, I don't know who you've been paying all the time. Certainly not me. But I do thank you, Seven, for your $10 in total. It's very nice of you. Um, so, I think, every now and then we'll do an old school Imac stream. As you can see, 17 people in here. There's 1,000 people on the wall at the Comedy Store. I can, I don't know what he's talking about. Melton has a lot of Agent O's. I believe Melton calls him Agent O's. Is consent overrated? Not with me. I mean, a girl even remotely says no or gives me the vibe of it ain't happening. Guess what? It ain't happening. No woman is going to take me down. So, that's the thing about the Dabbleverse. Everyone lies. I mean, I've never had Melton lie to me. Okay, cool. Yeah, the Motley Apartments on Clark, just above Sunset. It's on the east side of Clark. And I believe from time to time it's rented out. I mean, that area, I would say the Motley apartment is probably about $2,500. It's probably a 1-bedroom, I'm guessing. It might even be a studio. Well, I mean, I've had a few women try and take me down, and they've all failed. Bolivia ran around the LA comedy scene, telling everyone and anyone who would listen that I hit her and threw her down a flight of stairs, which would insinuate that she had the ability to climb up a flight of stairs. And then maybe someone else of more recent times telling people stuff that just wasn't true. So, and you know what? I kept every mutual friend. So that should tell you something. But hey, I wish them well. Well, I don't know. You'd have to buy the building. Leslie Jones, me and Leslie were cool at one point, but I'm not exactly sure what happened. Don't buy the apartment. Just keep super chatting me. Hey, I don't think we have a lot of new people in here. That's the only problem with the old school Imac streams is that we don't get a lot of new people in here. So it's definitely the vertical phone streams do better. I don't know. I'd say Leslie's a bully. I think that, I knew her when she lived in her car. So I don't think she's handled fame well. But I also think of all the horrible DMs and stuff she gets, the racist stuff. So I'm willing to give her a pass on a lot of things because that's something that I'll never get is racist DMs. But, I do think that, she's got to realize she's not the most liked person in LA comedy. But you know what? She probably doesn't care. So, she's successful and, I don't wish her bad. I mean, I think it's silly as to why she's mad at me, but you know what? When you have a problem with me, 99 times out of 100, the problem's on you. So we'll go another 5 minutes, guys. We'll go to 35 minutes. Well, Landscape Kipcast does not do well for me on the Imac streams. As you could see, I get maybe 20 people in there, which is a lot for an Imac stream. But, with the vertical phone streams, I'm noticing now I'm averaging 50 people, which is a lot for me. So, Anthony, I don't know what that's supposed to mean. I wasn't even streaming in 2016, so you better try again, bro. Um, well, I just think that, Leslie, I think that, she had to fight and scratch and claw for everything she got. So I think she's a little bit entitled. It's funny, I never did Periscopes. So try again, Anthony. I literally never did one Periscope video. You trolls, do your research before you come into this stream. I've never had a drug or drink in my life, so I remember everything. I didn't do Periscope and I didn't do Vine. So, I just think that, like she feels entitled. She's like, hey, I had to struggle my ass off. It's my time now. And you can check the archives. I never did a Periscope in my life. I might have gone on someone's Periscope, but I didn't even know how to do I was on the Roast Battle Periscopes, but, that's about that. So we'll go about 3 more minutes, guys, and then thoughts on the Gino Bisconte Shmuel Buckman feud. Shmuel seems to be a guy who doesn't care about the Dabbleverse. He's not a comic. He's not a performer. So he's got nothing to lose. Gino's has most comics in the Dabbleverse. Their whole thing is, I'm funny, I sell out, I sell this, I have more money than you, I have a bigger apartment than you. So it's easy for Shmuel to, no one really knows what Shmuel does. So he's at the advantage of shitting on Gino. And Gino can't really say anything about Shmuel. So I guess I would say I thought Shmuel won that particular stream I saw with Gino kind of bullying Kiki out of her seat. I think, Shmuel seems like he's a troll. And trolls really have all the power, because you don't really know anything about Shmuel. So you can't really hit him for anything but his physical appearance, which ain't pretty. So, I'm not saying I'm necessarily Team Gino, but, 2 more minutes, guys. I think with Gino, he's easy to shit on because he's out there. Me personally, I think the COVID stuff, it's like, if you're still doing jokes about COVID, it's like, come on, that was 3 or 4 years ago. But I also don't tell other comics what material they should do. So too many chatters have shows. I absolutely think you've got this new wave of people in the Dabbleverse. None of them are comics, Shmuel, Tommy, a couple other people who aren't comics. So you can't really shit on anything they do because you don't know what they do. So, and it's like trolls. When trolls come in here and say, you suck, and I look at their channel, it's got no subscribers, and they've been a member of YouTube for 10 years. Like, what, I don't know anything about this person. It's a fake screen name. There's no photo. So, and now they have the ultimate power of, reporting your channel for nothing. YouTube's going to take their side probably, because in YouTube's mind, it's like, well, who the hell would make up this guy showed this on his screen if he didn't? So, interesting. There's very few non-comics who are in the Dabbleverse who are funny, because it's like I said, you take like Scarlett, here she is, she's a adult actress or whatever you want to call it. She goes on all these streams, with veteran comics, Kevin Brennan's a 30+ year comic, Levy's a 30+ year comic, Melton's a 20+ year, 25+ year comic podcaster. So it's they, someone like Scarlett or Shmuel, they kind of flame out pretty early on into the interview or the clip because they're just not good enough to, um, you know, verbally keep up. So that's it, guys. Every now and then we'll do an old school Imac stream. I do appreciate you guys. There will be no more streams tonight. It is what time is it here in Los Angeles? It is 10:50. So this will be my last stream of the night. Pretty good numbers for an IMAX stream. Usually they're in the 10 to 12 range. So even on the IMAX stream, the numbers have kind of doubled. No one in the Dabbleverse can be. No. I mean, I had perfect strategy against Jimmy Carr. I basically called out him reading jokes, and roast battle for me was all about strategy. Force them to do something that they weren't effective with. Bye, Earl. Don't forget to even leave a comment. I don't ask for much. You got that right? Yeah, I mean, there's many ways to help a streamer, whether it's on an iMac stream or an iPhone stream. It doesn't have to be money related. I mean, obviously money's great, but YouTube takes so fucking much that I'll never refuse money, but you can hit the like button. You can hit the subscribe button. You can leave comments on the videos. You can simply just watch the videos, helps me. I try and get every short to at least get 1,000 views. And then, you can share the streams. I mean, I know that's a bit of a pain in the ass. All right, we'll go to 40 minutes. We'll go to 3 more minutes, and then I got to go. So 40 minutes, guys, and that's it. And, it's not that hard it's easier to help a streamer than you think. And, I mean, I know a few of you have tweeted or Instagram Rogan, hey, when's Earl coming on the podcast? Just don't overdo it. Because if you get a little too overzealous, it actually helps or it hurts more than it helps. Because what I don't want to happen is to have Joe think I'm the one telling you to do this. So, yeah, just, I appreciate the help and support. And the channel is growing, no doubt about that. We're well over 5,000 subs now, which is pretty fucking awesome. And I'm constantly... Oh, don't worry about it, Kip. Yeah, Kip's awesome with sharing on X. Yeah, definitely don't do that. I mean, I would go on Whitney's podcast. I mean, I know she's, experiencing a little bit of a pylon. But Whitney's fine. I mean, Whitney makes more money in residuals than all the Dabbleverse put together. I mean, Undateable was a big, it's 3 seasons, so she makes money on that. Two Broke Girls, I think she was the creator of that. Whitney wasn't on for that long, but she got paid. I mean, she probably makes mid 5 figures a month on residual checks. So, yeah, I mean, in terms of Legion of Skanks, I mean, I'm not going to beg to get on that show because it's frankly not really a format that I like. I mean, 3 to 5 comics, you got to fight for your word. I'm not going to do that shit. I mean, I'd rather be on one-on-one with Lewis so we could talk and get into it. I'm not going to wait for Lewis to do his thing. Obviously, it's his show. Then Big J is going to say something. Then Zach Amico is going to say something. Then I got to fight to get in the line with Soder. So, I've got so many stories. The gangbang stories and just my first paid gig was at a gangbang. So, they know who I am. So, I'm not going to beg. If you don't want me on, you don't want me on. And that's fine by me. But I'm much better one-on-one than, That's the reason why I also didn't like going on Kill Tony that much is, you got to fight with Tony, Red Band, and the other two celebrity guests or panelists, and I'm good. Earl Skakel, over and out.